The new intern had the nerve to keep hitching rides in my car every single day. Since we were heading the same way home anyway, I didn't have the heart to call her out on it to her face. That all changed one weekend in the middle of the night. I was deep in a sweet dream when my phone on the nightstand started blasting like crazy. The second I picked up, her arrogant voice came blasting through the speaker with a command. "I'm at Encore Karaoke. Get over here right now and pick me up." I shot upright in bed, a flash of anger hitting me. It was 2 a.m, for crying out loud. Who the hell did she think she was? Calling me up like I was her personal chauffeur. I wasn't on her payroll. She let out a dismissive snort you could practically smell through the phone. Pure entitlement. Open your eyes, buddy. My cousin's the HR director at the company. You should consider it an honor to drive me around. Just do what I say, or I'll have him show you the door in a heartbeat. Oh man, this girl had no clue I was actually her boss. When I didn't answer right away, she got even cockier, her attitude practically floating off the ceiling. Scared now? Then hurry up. And on the way, grab me a hot coffee. I want it ready the second I open the car door. Listening to her bark orders like she owned the place, her nerve was thicker than a brick wall. I couldn't help but crack a grin. Lynn had only been with the company for a month. The day I first ran into her, I just finished walking the factory floor and was still wearing my dusty work clothes. We happened to share the elevator, and she wrinkled her nose in disgust, looking me up and down before stepping half a foot away, like she was afraid my dust would jump on her. Everyone else in the company usually gave me a wide berth out of respect, so I figured she was just being polite to a regular employee. The very next day, right after clocking out, I was heading to the parking garage when she came flying over like a whirlwind. Without asking, she yanked open the passenger door, plopped herself down, and acted like it was the most natural thing in the world. "Hey, you're the tech guy who fixes machines on the floor, right? I saw you driving into Lakeview Apartments yesterday after work." "Perfect. I live there too. Mind giving me a lift?" I froze on the spot like I'd been hit by lightning. I ran a dozen subsidiaries and employed thousands of people, and here I was getting treated like the company driver for the first time ever. Before I could even open my mouth to set her straight, she clicked her seatbelt and started tapping her foot impatiently. "What are you waiting for? Step on it. I'm in a hurry." She pulled out her phone and started scrolling, not even bothering to look at me. I told myself it wasn't worth arguing with the new kid, so I swallowed my pride, turned the wheel, and drove her home since it was on the way. The second I hit the brakes at Lakeview, she hopped out without a single thank you, slammed the door so hard my ears rang, and strutted off on her high heels without looking back. I figured she was fresh out of college, hadn't been knocked around by the real world yet, and just didn't know any better. I assumed that was the end of it. Boy, was I wrong. From that day on, every single time quitting time rolled around, Lynn would magically appear and claim my passenger seat like it was reserved for her. She never asked, never waited for permission. She just slid right in. Before I could even tell her to get out, she'd start listing demands. "From now on, pick me up at my building every morning on your way in. I can't stand the smell of smoke, so even though it's your car, no smoking from now on. And today I came down 3 whole minutes early, so next time drive faster. I hate waiting. This seat is too hard. Tomorrow bring me a nice soft cushion. Oh, and this car color is ugly as dirt. Go get it wrapped in pink tomorrow." I racked my brain, trying to figure out what kind of person could mooch rides every day and still act like she was doing me a favor. Case closed. Turns out she had her cousin, the HR director, backing her up. "Hello, you still coming or what?" Her impatient shout blasted through the phone again. I let out a huge yawn right into the receiver. "Nope, I'm going back to sleep. Call yourself a ride." I hung up. Before my phone even touched the nightstand, it rang again. Lynn, still not giving up. "Are you out of your mind? You actually hung up on me? My cousin is right here watching." I shifted into a more comfortable position and answered lazily. "Yeah? So what?" She let out a cold, scornful laugh. "You're really that dense? You don't even get the hint? No wonder you're stuck at the bottom forever." Then, in a tone like she was doing me a huge favor, she spelled it out. "I'm throwing a party tonight for my cousin and his family, singing and drinking to thank him for getting me this job. If you